Okay.
We are live. What's up,
Hello.
y'all? It is your girl V, and welcome to Kicking It with V Friends Edition. This
Period.
season is all about real women, real talk, real growth. I've had on my business hat for way too long, so now I am talking with my friends, talking about life, love, and leveling up. We'll probably talk about a little business too. Today, I am kicking it with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Okay. So if you know me, anything about me, the real me, then you know her. Okay. If you heard about it, you might not have met her because she's very well kept. Okay. I haven't even seen her at this point.
Listen.
At this point, I can't even see her. But no, this is one of my best friends, Tara. Tara Brown. Hey Tara, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
um, my name is Tim. First of all, hi, 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 hi. Okay, my friend been trying to schedule this in for a minute. Okay, and finally we are here, and I'm excited. But my name is Tara. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm in a transition stage, and I feel like we can get into that when
Oh, she jumping right in. Okay,
we
let's do
talk.
it.
No, but yeah, I love Jesus, and period.
Period. We
And
know you do.
yeah, I'm in a transition phase, but I'm loving it. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
it.
And yeah, I'm just nice to be here and talk to the people, talk with my girlfriend. Just chatting it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So before we jump right in, because I feel like you're ready to talk, we're gonna
No,
get some stuff today. Okay. Like,
no. I don't even know what's about to be said. Okay. Yeah, I
no,
did.
but that's love.
I did a little notes, but I started and I stopped and I was like, because I can't. Like I literally
Yeah. And I want it to be
but I was
natural.
like,
Like
I'm just gonna let this flow. I feel like it'd be like that
that's
anyway
exactly
when
what
we
I want to do.
talking. It'd be better that way anyway.
That's
But
exactly what I wanted to do. So, to be honest, the reason why I decided to do Kicking It with V Friends Editions is because I went through a transition. I'm going through a transition, and I feel like I had a core group of people who just really like. I would be on the phone with them, and I would be like, "Yo, this was a great podcast conversation."
mm-hmm,
Like over and over with my friends. Like this,
right.
this would have been, yo, this would have been a great podcast. So instead of talking about business like I always do, I was like, I'll talk to my friends. Some of my friends are business owners, and I'm gonna just throw this out here. The ones of y'all who are not business owners, y'all just as busy as the business owners because
No,
getting y'all on the books.
listen.
Whew, I thought this was gonna be a simple thing, baby. No, it has been a task.
It has. It has.
But before we go, we're going to jump right in. We can talk
Mhm.
forever. That's what I have to also be cautious of because some of my friends we be on the phone. Okay, so
Chain it up.
we ain't gonna get y'all all of that tonight.
Okay.
But so I just wanted to ask, do you want me to talk about it or me talk about how we met the first time?
Yeah. No, go ahead. I want to hear you.
She's like, go ahead. I honestly don't remember the first day we met, but I
Hmm.
know where we met.
Right.
Um, and
Mhm.
so we met in high school.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, wait, we wasn't. You weren't pregnant. You had already had Nassim,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I wasn't pregnant.
Okay.
Um.
So, but I was pregnant. You
Mhm.
had Nassim already. Y'all know that Devin is 24. So just get
Mhm.
into what this friendship
My
has been.
Yes, my
Uh,
son is 26. We got
wow.
some grown
We got some grown
we got
kids.
some grown kids.
Wow. Wow. And
Um,
that's even more realer than now we met. We were both in 12th grade. So
mhm.
we get up there. Okay.
Right.
But we're still here. We still
No,
kick it. We live so far from each other. I have not seen you since.
I know. When was it? This is scary. Like, hold on, let me think.
So yo, this is
Mm.
scary. I can't remember if the last time was Tiffany House in Philly or was it the Airbnb. I don't know which one was lit.
No,
Which
but remember another time you had came to Philly and we was at McCormick and Schmunch. Remember me, you Venus, me,
Venus.
you. I know you are Venus. Me,
That
you.
was
I think that was
no,
after.
that was for your birthday. But I feel like
Right,
I seen you after that.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I
been
don't
a
know.
minute, but we
It
talked.
has. We talk. Oh no, we talk all the time. Definitely, I'm gonna say that it was. We haven't seen each other in 2025.
No,
And we do usually see each other like maybe once a year, but we
once a
haven't
year.
seen each other
Yeah.
this year. And we was planning it and then it yeah, but no love has been lost. Okay. We get on
Absolutely.
the phone, we talk. You are one of the people that I could legit. I have told you everything. Like there are some friends that I have, and I'm like, I can't tell them that.
Mhm.
They may judge me, but no, I never felt that way with you. I have literally told you everything, and you give out tough love and then soft love, and it's all good. I know it's coming from a great place, so I love that.
Um,
But yeah, I feel like that's it. Like we met
we met in
when
high
we were
school.
kids.
And like, I mean, I'm about to say, I really think it was an instant thing when we met too. I don't think it was even like, I remember me and you, and I remember it being like, okay, we tight and we cool. And we had like we had our little group of friends, in the school. But I think that
Not many have lasted.
no. But yeah, I think it was like, yeah, I think I liked you right away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it was definitely meant. You hold definitely a special place in my heart.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's dive right into the questions because the girl seems like she want to talk today. I'm first of all shocked that you even wanted to do this. I'm kind of shocked that you wanted to do this because you are not like a social media girly. Like that's why.
But no, I did it for you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I was gonna pull a card because I remember a time when you was doing a podcast and I was on your podcast. So I was definitely gonna be like, no,
okay, I know, but it wasn't a podcast. It was just some lives, guys. But Venus was on there with me twice. Okay. And I put that on.
You need to bring that back, Summer.
No. I know, but I was like thinking like, I really want to figure out and redefine it really what it is that I'm trying to, tell the people or give to the people. And until I have like a real good understanding, I wanted to put that on pause, because you just be putting stuff out there sometimes. And, sometimes you change, you're not the same person, you know what I'm saying, like you once were, and just trying to figure out like what you're saying. And you want to be mindful and careful and all the things. So when I figure out how I'm gonna do it, we're gonna have talks again, like because I mean it's a good vibe.
It was good. It was good. It was vibe. All right. So before we get deep, how would you describe the season of your life that you're in right now in one word?
Okay. So right now I feel like I am in a pruning stage. Right now.
What is it called?
A pruning stage. So
okay, explain that to us.
Yes. Okay. So I am just reestablishing my relationship with Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like going to that path because I mean for a long time, he was there, but he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, I'm focusing on strengthening that relationship. And in the midst of strengthening that relationship, there is some pruning that's happening. You know what I'm saying? And
what do you mean? Say what's pruning?
Pruning is what God does to you. He basically it cuts things off that doesn't need to. He removes things. He refines you. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of the pruning stage, which is if you think about like a plant or a flower or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so there are stages where if you aren't bearing good fruit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I want to bear good fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like be, just goodness. I don't want to have any negative and stuff like that. So in the midst of that, bearing good fruit, you have to cut off. You know what I'm saying? The things that aren't producing good fruit.
Okay.
And there is some refining that needs to be happening. You really have to, take care, of if you want it to grow and blossom and do all the things. So God does these things to take care of us. You know what I'm saying? Like he refines us. He's remove things that we don't like, and things are cutting off, and it's all the things that are happening. And honey, pruning is not pretty. Okay, it is not pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's not the nicest thing. It can be very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of that, you know what I'm saying? It's for your benefit, and you're gonna come out the other side just like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through all those things to come out. And that's what it is. And I'm excited for this, this season, even though it may not look exactly how I want it to look. But that's the thing I feel like about God is that you think, you know what I'm saying, and He knows.
Okay, so I am super like locked in. I was already locked in, but I'm just every episode I do, I'm getting more locked in. Right?
Mhm.
Like with sometimes God call us to do certain things and we're not
Mhm.
really sure what it's going to look like and it may not
Mhm.
align with what we think it's supposed to look like, but then confirmation comes. And
Right.
legit, you are the third person that I interviewed. And your words are all exactly alike. One
Mm.
person said rebuilding.
Mhm.
I believe the other one, don't quote me, said refining.
Mhm.
And then you said pruning, so that's why I was like, wait,
Mhm.
what is pruning, right? But
Mhm.
then when you started explaining it, you
Right.
also said, and if you see me picking up my phone, I'm taking notes. I'm not
No, you good.
texting, but you said reestablishing and you said refining.
Mhm.
So
Listen. And then also realizing at this stage, because when I tell you about the uncomfortability or the things not being pretty, just kind of realizing at this stage isn't punishment, it's preparation. You know what I'm saying? And
girl,
for
you about to make
whatever,
this about to be a whole nother podcast. Like, girl.
and whatever God has for me in the future, I want to be prepared. So in this
Love
season
it.
of him preparing me, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's some things, but I'm welcoming it, to be completely honest.
I love that. And I have a question, and it's just me. So when you say pruning, I haven't heard that before.
Mhm.
But so
It's in
with
the Bible. When we go to the
yeah,
verse he talks about, hold on.
go
Listen,
ahead. Because
he
I don't want
tells
to tell you no, but go
no,
ahead.
okay, I'm
But no,
sorry.
I
No,
want to.
listen.
No. Definitely tell me. But when I hear pruning and what you were talking about,
Mhm.
it was giving me, I was seeing shriveled up. Like, so you're dying to yourself so God
No,
can birth you. That's what I got from it. And I don't know if that's right. Because now I want to use the
no,
word.
so essentially, I mean, we can look that up in a dictionary, but assuming it's to me, it is something that you do to a plant in the beginning when you were like, breaking it, down to the roots and getting it together. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
picking off the things that don't belong. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you're doing all the things.
Okay.
But hold on, babes. Where?
My friend got the Bible out, y'all. Listen,
Stop
let
it,
me tell
but
you, I know. Listen, I love it. Like, I love it. I love seeing my friends evolve. And I'm not saying that you wasn't in the
no,
Bible before because you
listen,
definitely been connected with God. But like the last couple of times we've talked,
listen.
like I can tell that you was like, I remember you was on the phone one time and you was like, no, friend, like I'm not playing about God no more. Like
Listen,
I want to
listen,
be in His will, and I'm doing everything. And anybody that's not,
listen,
I don't. And I was on the end like, yes, I love that.
listen.
And it's
No, but
crazy because
I feel like that we all got our time and our stages that we, or it may not, this may not be your season to, whatever, but however it is, I just whatever you do, just stay connected to Jesus.
stay
But
connected.
where is the scripture? Ugh, goodness, it is in. Hold on, because I'm sorry,
No, you got.
because I want to get it right.
I'm about to ask my hmm,
Okay. It says so. John 15:1.
Okay.
1 and 2. It says, I am the true vine. This is Jesus talking. And the
Mm-hmm.
Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. Yes.
Love that.
The
You said
pruning.
John 15.
John
Did you say that
15,
one and 2?
1 and 2.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm going to drop that in a comment. So if
Yes,
anybody wants to
yes,
look at
yes.
it, I
So
love that.
like the
I
pruning.
love that. You came in with the pruning. I'm in my
Yes, yes,
pruning stage. I
yes.
watched church this morning since we on that, and it was talking about the dangers of entitlement. That was the title. TD Jakes
Mm.
preached this morning. And when it first came on, I kind of was like, yeah, like I know a lot of entitled people. Like I
Mhm.
was feeling myself, like, because I never really kind of put me as being entitled. I never
Mhm.
really felt that. But by the
Right,
time,
honey. Listen.
yeah, and it was more of entitled, like, how dare you not be praising God
That
harder
part. That
because
part.
of all of the things He did for you? And I was
That
kind of
part.
like, yo, like my mind didn't even register
Mhm.
that. I started like, oh yeah,
Right.
this would be a good sermon for this
No,
person or that
absolutely.
person.
Like entitled to think that we're, just entitled to wake up every morning. You know what I'm saying? Like we should be on our knees when we get up, like Jesus, thank
That
you. You know what I'm
he
saying?
said
And I
that he was
and
like,
that's something that I
you need to have
definitely
your
I work.
face to the ground. Like he was
Absolutely.
like, your
No,
face need to be to the
no,
ground because how
no.
dare you? How
Listen.
dare you,
No,
girl?
for sure.
And real talk, I was like, yeah. I'm gonna go back and watch that. That was a
Well,
good
send
girl.
it to me too.
I will for sure. All right, so we got that out the way. Let's
Mhm.
talk about the soft life because I know you and I
Mhm.
have seen you raise children. You are a wife. And now we have been both talking because we are transitioning, like you said, into no more little kids.
That,
Okay. Our kids are grown.
that part.
And so when we talk about the soft life, do you feel like you've earned your peace or are you still learning to protect it?
Mm. Okay, so I'm in this season right now where like Jesus is gonna come up in every situation. So
I love
like,
it. Talk
listen,
about them.
be prepared. But I feel like that, like, and maybe I didn't feel like this way before, but I just feel like we're all, you know what I'm saying, entitled to the peace. You know what I'm saying? And we get that from God, point blank period. All the things that's going around with us, you know what I'm saying? Because life be life, and like you said, with kids, husbands, jobs, any other passions or all the things that you have to do all the time, you know what I'm saying, dealing with so many different people, it can become a lot, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't able to have that peace that God grants you, that everything is going to be okay, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of it all, you know what I'm saying, he's the peace that we need, you know what I'm saying, and we get that, you know, from his word, you know. So I think that we all are entitled, you know what I'm saying, to peace, but being in that place. But if you want to talk about it in a way that, yes, like that's all I really want nowadays, you know what I'm saying. And then like you said, with, especially with the kids, you know what I'm saying, leaving and all the things, getting older, yeah, I think we all deserve it, earn
Right.
it, you know, have earned it. I think it's a present from God that he has given us to give us some peace,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, for
It's
sure.
ours. Yeah,
No,
for sure. I love that.
yes.
I love that. So let's talk boss talk for a second. So if you have a career, you've been working at your job for a while now. I've seen that, seen you've been like you locked in with that job. How long have you been working
A
there?
little bit. About 5 years.
Okay.
But um who knows? It ain't the end all be
Oh
all.
no,
You
no,
know?
I ain't saying like you about to be there, but I'm just saying like I seen the longevity there. Okay,
Yes,
I've seen you do
I've
everything.
been.
I've seen you be a
No,
housewife. I've
I
seen you work a
know.
job. I've seen all of
Listen,
the phases of your life. Okay,
remember the days that we used to do security together? You know?
yes. I thought you was about to say housewife. I was like, girl, I ain't
No,
saying
but you,
that.
no,
Okay,
I'm
it's
there. You
coming.
always had a
Always
job.
a job.
You
Always
played
had
no
to.
games, okay? You always had a job, okay? I thought that I could just at the time just be a housewife, but I surely realized that that was not going to work, okay?
That's not gonna work.
Mama
No,
needed
I
to
love
work.
that.
We need to get this money.
Period.
No.
So, but if you had to build your career from scratch again, like just God forbid something happened, what
Mhm.
would you do differently this time? Knowing all that you know about corporate life, work life, what
Hmm.
would you do different besides not get a job?
No, that part. First and foremost, okay? um, I would really like, well, hopefully, just really like, I don't know. I think the best thing now with everything is that, you know, I wouldn't really think I would be in corporate. You know what I'm saying? I think I would definitely, you know, find a business, start a business. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have an ideas of starting my own business. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But it's just about making that step to, you know what I'm saying, taking that first step to actually put yourself out there. And then like you be thinking like, okay, I need to be in this space or this perfect time. But I know that there's no perfect time. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's what we be telling ourselves, like, oh, I just need this to happen for this to happen, or if I could do this, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you got to figure out, like, are you saying that because you're kind of like scared? You know what I'm saying? Like apprehensive about trying something new, you know, or are you doing it because it's truly not the right time? You know what I'm saying? Like I have to balance that part, knowing if it's like truly not the right time, or if it's me like operating from some sort of fear or, you know, insecurities or whatever that has you not going into that next thing that you could be. So I would, yeah, I definitely wouldn't be in corporate. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I definitely would be trying to, you know, have your own business and, you know, have some type of generational wealth popping off. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Starting
And
early.
sometimes, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, 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 you good.
I was gonna say sometimes when we operating out of that fear or knowing what we want, sometimes God will make it happen. Okay, He will put you in a position where you're like, okay, I can't do nothing but this.
No,
So,
that part.
don't I will also
But you
just
know me,
say
I be
don't.
feeling like I could be doing so many things. Like that's the thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? When you be feeling like, oh, I could do that, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like just pray for me. Trying to,
I will,
you
and
know
I
what I'm
will be
saying?
here for you when you're
I know,
ready
like
for help with
no,
all the business stuff. Because it's like
no,
it's just really doing whatever you want. And I tell people all the time, like when you starting a business or starting a thing, don't think about
Mhm.
how much money I can make.
Right.
Do something that you really want to be passionate about, because
No, for
there are
sure.
points in business where you're not making any money.
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
have to be passionate about that thing,
Mhm.
because if you're not passionate about it and there's no money coming in, why am I doing this?
That part.
You
That
know what I
part.
mean? So it has to be some type of passion behind it. So I love that. I love that. I wasn't expecting you to say that you wouldn't be in corporate, but I
No,
love
I
that.
wouldn't. I would not.
I love that. Okay, so this is a big question, and I know you can relate to this a little. How do you refill your cup after pouring into everybody else?
Okay. So I probably have two answers though. Well,
Okay.
because essentially, like what's crazy is that the answer these questions from a year ago was definitely different than what they are now. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? I get my cup refilled by Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That is the thing. But you know, Jesus and self care for sure. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's the most important. But the midst of it also is that if you're constantly in the word and he's constantly filling you up, right? This is a constant everyday thing that means that when you're constantly giving out, you're constantly going in. So I'll be thinking about, like those like champagne type of things that with the people have at weddings. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that constantly, like even when you pour something,
Pour something out, it's still
it's more
coming.
it's
Yeah.
more coming in, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have, a relationship with God, and that if
Mm,
you're constantly getting replenished. You know what I'm saying?
love
So
it.
you're giving out from an overflow, basically. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love
Which
it.
is the
Love it.
essential, is what we want. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because when we're giving from empty cups, we ain't no good to nobody. You know what I'm
No
saying?
good to nobody.
Girl, we can't like what is that? That breeds what? Maybe anger, resentment, all the things. You know what I'm saying? And um I'm always like, you want to, if you're giving or doing anything of service, you do it with a good heart. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Like, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. And don't do it and do it nasty. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you just don't do it at all. You know what I'm
Don't do
saying? A
it
lot
at
of times because people be overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of stuff going on. But in the midst of making sure that you are filling from an overflow of a cup,
all. Yeah.
basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And also, just like you said, I just think self-care, just taking time for yourself. You know, so
Yeah.
anytime. Okay, my dog.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
I always say that. I notice people down south are so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they don't want to say no, they still say
Mm-hmm.
yes.
No, seriously, no. Which my son has this problem, and I tell him all the time. I'm like, if you don't feel like it or if you don't want to,
You
just
don't have
let.
to.
You don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? And people just should understand and respect it or whatever. But don't do it and then be complaining or being nasty or anything like that. Nobody wants that because it's like people obviously are asking you because they do need you in that time of need for whatever reason. So you don't want to make them feel a type of way, for coming to you because they
Right.
love you or they trust you or they know that you could be there for them. Now we know about people taking advantage. That's a whole other story. But I'm just talking
Right.
about in general.
In
You know what I'm
general,
saying?
yeah.
Make sure that you give them from a good heart.
A good heart. And I'm not saying that they don't give from a good
Mhm,
heart, but that's just
mhm.
something that I noticed. Like even one of my stylists, she's always like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And I'm like, girl, no. And I literally told her today, I was like, I'm gonna help you break out of that. I said,
Mm,
and it's not, you don't have to be nasty, but when
right,
you are
right.
taking care of everybody, you are pouring into people, you are becoming empty. And if you don't have enough time to fill your cup because you keep doing everything for everybody, you're not going to be good for anybody.
That part. That
When you
part.
get on the airplane, and I never understood it, they always say, in a case of emergency, put your mask on first before you help the other people
Come
around.
on.
I used to
Come
always say,
on.
yeah, I will always be like, no, if anything happened and my kids are with me, I'm gonna make sure their masks are on first, and then I will deal with myself. But guess
That
what?
part.
If you don't put your mask on first, and I'm over here trying to help XYZ, Girl, sit your tail down. Thank you. And I could tell her that because that's my friend.
No, you
What are
can.
you
But listen,
doing?
I had to lock the dog out,
Oh,
and I
okay.
didn't want to just walk away from the screen. So I was taking y'all
Oh
with
no.
me,
I
okay?
love it. I
On
love
the
it. Okay.
journey.
No, but if long story short, if I'm putting on my kids' mask and
Hmm.
I pass out,
Come on.
we all
How,
we all going. So you
that
have
part.
to take care of yourself first. That is so
No, that
important.
part. So it's self care too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
I love a good, some skincare or a hot shower
Yes.
or soak in the tub, a little
Ooh.
glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? Like watching my shows, my little I be telling my guilty pleasures. My little
Yes.
dramas. All of
Yes.
it. You know what I'm saying? But just having my me time is like just the most important.
Most important. I'm learning for me, self-care is legit doing whatever I want to do.
No, for
I have
sure.
learned it.
No, for sure.
Like whatever it is I want to do, I want to
No,
do
that
it. That's
part. That part.
self-care to me. Like if I want to order something that costs $1,
Mm,
buy it. 500, buy it. Vacation tomorrow, do it. Like
mm.
get your nails done, don't get your nails done. Like,
No, that part.
and
That
I
part.
haven't always been like this because I've
No.
always worried about my kids and I've
Mhm.
always had to worry about a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, like so now
For
for me,
sure.
whatever Venus wants to do.
Listen, that's the beauty of your kids getting older. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Having their
man.
job, so they're. I mean, they still depend on you, but they're less,
Yeah,
dependent
so
on you,
less.
which is good.
Yeah.
They're going into like little grown adults, which is what we want anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
independent. So I love that. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Tara, I've been saying lately, man, like having grown kids, right? And you
Mhm,
you know this about me, like having grown kids, not being married anymore, right?
mhm,
And having money is my next chapter.
mhm,
Okay. My kids are grown. I ain't got no man. Okay.
mhm.
And I got a little coin.
Come
Okay.
on. Yes. Listen.
I am so excited about life right
Sure,
now. Like, I
sure,
am
no, for
so
sure.
excited because since I was 19 and I had Devin, and I don't regret anything that I've
No, for
done,
sure.
but I've been taking care of somebody.
Somebody.
I've been putting them before me. People
Mhm,
see, me traveling and think, oh, she have a good life. But no, there were a lot of sacrifices. And there were
mhm,
it was a lot of heartbreak because I was pacifying to my kids and wanting that in return from them and being upset if I bought them something, but they didn't buy me nothing, or I cooked them breakfast on their birthday. They didn't cook me breakfast.
mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like now
Right.
it's all about Venus. I'm learning me. I don't know me. I was a kid. I got pregnant at 18. Like, who knew?
Honey.
Wanda was telling me what to do before that. Like, so
That
I have never been like
part.
fancy. What is it? Carefree and fancy, whatever. That is
No,
me right now. Okay. And
right.
listen,
I love that.
before
I
the
love
man
that
start
for you.
talking, I want a man. Okay. Like, don't get it wrong. Okay.
Right.
I
And
do.
in
But I
God's
mean,
time,
in God's
you
time.
ain't in a rush. You know what I'm
In
saying?
God's
And
time.
he's
In
gonna
God's
bring you
time.
your man.
Girl,
I'm
listen, I
confident.
already know. I
Listen,
already know, girl. I already
listen.
know. Cause me and God had to talk. Okay, I was like, listen.
But did you write it down and make it plain about what you want? You know what I'm saying? In your next, do that. I would
No, because I
encourage
ain't ready for it yet. So I ain't write
you.
it down yet because I ain't ready for it yet.
Okay,
So,
well,
but I will. I
I
will write
don't
it down
even
and make
think
it
it's about that.
plain.
It's not about you ready for it now. You writing
Mhm.
down the vision for the future. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times too, it's just I was listening to somebody and it might have been on the what's it called? The something wifey.
My
Um
dear future
yeah.
wifey.
And I was
I love
listening.
that podcast.
No, yeah. It's good. And I was listening to one of the couples that he had on there, and she was talking about that, like after she had been through her share of relationships or whatever the case may be that wasn't working out or whatever. Like she was just finally just, sitting it down, making that vision right now. And it wasn't for the now because she was just waiting for whenever God was going to bring her. But
Right.
she was just focusing on herself, and making sure, she was just doing what she needed to do to be in
Mhm.
that space. So when she's ready, you know what I'm saying?
And
To
that's where
be
I'm at.
right. But she was writing it down either way. About what she wanted, in her husband. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm telling you, when I do write it down, I'm going to be very.
It's gonna be a list.
It's going to be very in like
Detailed.
very detailed.
Like, listen, Yes, God can do it. Why not?
Oh, listen,
You know?
God can do it. I already know that. I ain't
But
even worried about that.
we also saying your will, because what we think, Venus might think she getting this, that, and the third.
Oh, no,
And
girl. We
Jesus is
already
like,
know.
no, I got something else special for you. He may
Because
not
I
be
would say somebody with a beard, brown skin.
listen. You
If
know
it's
I'm
a
a
light
chocolate
skin,
girl. I'm a
no
chocolate
beard,
girl. Love
bearded man out there that's gonna love me, God, bring him my way. Oh, girl, that's gonna be funny. That's fine. But no, I love all of this. So this is our closing. We are going to wrap it up. I don't want to hold you guys too long, but I have one more question for you. If
Okay.
this was your last girl talk of the year,
Okay.
what message do you want women watching to take with them into 2026?
Honey, where I've been talking about all day. Okay. Keep God at the center. Okay. Please. You know what I'm saying? Like, have him be that foundation, because he will, you know what I'm saying, give you clarity. You know what I'm saying? Like, purpose, like all the things. He would make things clear for you. He would make a way for you. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying before is that I just wish that I didn't wait too long to even be telling, my children, you know what I'm saying, about the importance of having God at the center of your life, and when you get married, at the center of your marriage, and all the things, because you can't do it without him. You know what I'm saying? And he'll give you peace, clarity, and all the things. So that's what I'll get,
I love that.
whatever you do, put God at the center. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
let
all.
me ask you, this is going to be a two-part question, because
Okay.
that was real powerful. And I feel like at times some Christians don't talk about God enough.
Mm.
Like I feel like we talk about it like, oh, God is good, or God did it, or but like
Mm-hmm.
there may be somebody watching who
Mm-hmm.
wants a relationship with God but don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
So like give something for somebody who don't know nothing about God, or who's curious about God. Like
Um,
we know how good God is. We know
no,
how to
for sure,
connect with
for
God.
sure.
Like we know what to say, what to do, what to read,
Mm-hmm.
how to read. And I
Mm-hmm.
just made this statement last week. I was saying that for me, if I was talking to a newly like person coming into the Lord, I would not
Mm-hmm.
tell them to read the Bible. Because by the
Mm-hmm.
time I got to read the Bible, I was like, this is a wild book. this
Mm.
is
Well, you know
wild.
what
Like
I
that
was
would have
saying when I
scared
was
me.
telling but you know what's crazy is I was saying about that is that, which might be part of the part one maybe of the answer to your question, is starting in the New Testament, starting straight up with
Oh man.
Matthew,
Oh
because
yes, man. The New
it's so
Testament
wonderful.
is
That I'm trying to tell
it's
you, like,
so loving.
what's crazy is that when I was going into my journey of like rededicating, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we do it one time or a couple times or whatever,
Oh
but
no,
just
no.
making sure that you keeping that relationship tight, and you fall off sometimes. But in my recent of rededicating, I was watching just a whole bunch of podcasts and all the things, because like the algorithm, honey, like when you be on here, like the more you watch, the more and more come up of what you're looking for. So it was a lot of Jesus stuff, coming up, God stuff, all the things, and they were talking about that for somebody who's coming in newly in, you know what I'm saying, and you have to be rooted in the word regardless, you know what I'm saying, at some point. But if the easiest thing is for you to do is go into the New Testament. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They say, but they're talking about like strictly the Gospels, the Matthew, Mark,
Luke, and John.
And what's crazy is that I had some people who were like, "Oh, start with Matthew," and another person was like, "Start with John," or whatever, or the case may be. So I was like, "Okay, let me just start with John first." And I'm like, it's like you fall in love with Jesus. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, girl, falling in love. Listen, the New Testament had me saying God was tired of them folks. For one, he was tired. He was like, "Y'all some fools, and I'm tired of playing with y'all." But he was also so loving. He was
it
so
lets you know
caring.
about
He
his
was
goodness, is that time and time again, when we've shown ourselves not worthy, and you know what I'm saying, and he could have just given up on us, but he decides to send us his son. You know what I'm saying? Which is foreshadowed in Genesis too. He talks about it.
It
So
is. When I
so
started
even
reading the
then,
Bible,
that's what I'm talking about. How wonderful it was. Even then, before he was making a way for us. Do you understand? Because he knew we wasn't going to be right. He knew, but
he didn't know. No. When I started reading the Bible, I started in Proverbs.
Honey,
girl, let me tell you, if you want to get to God, if you like, I'm not playing in 2026. I want to give my life to God.
No, for sure.
And you need to be scared. Starting Proverbs.
No, that part. No, that
'Cause
part.
that thing had me like, whoa.
Shh. Listen. But
Starting Proverbs. If you one of the people that you gotta get your hand burnt to find out, no. If you sensitive,
no, it would
go
check
to the
you.
New
It
Testament.
definitely
Like,
checking
yeah,
you for sure.
yeah.
But
So
it's
reading the Bible
it's good stuff though. It's good check, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
is good stuff.
So but when you feel like that, the conviction is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Is a
Absolutely.
good thing because that means that God is, moving in your heart and you know what I'm saying, and changing the way you think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling bad about, this or that and the other about what I did or what I said or what I didn't do, what I didn't say, it's like, okay, I'm if I feel bad, then I know I'm in a good place. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah.
Friend, I want to say that I love this for you.
No,
I
me.
love God being all over you. Like
Yes. I love it too.
I see it. I've always seen you. Like I said, we've been friends for 24. We've been friends for 20. Let's just cap it off at 25. We've been friends for
I like
25
it. I
years.
like it.
And I literally was probably 18 or 19 when I met you. So I
No, same.
definitely love this for you. I
No,
love this new chapter that you are going
me
into.
too. Me
We've
too.
been talking about it. I love it. I'm so excited. And listen, I
Right.
can't wait to see 25 more years of you. Okay. And
Come
how
on. But
you grow and how
no,
you do.
listen. No, for
Because
sure. But I
I
do
can
think you should have another. Like my dog is so annoying. Like
thank you.
he's mad because he's locked out. But have
Don't
like
be talking
a
about me.
session of people talking about who, you know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about the business and talk about like the next step and trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And what you want to do, like your next chapter, I feel like.
For who, me?
No, for anybody. I'm
Oh.
saying like
Oh, for
I'm
what?
having a just a episode on like the next chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think it'll
Yeah,
be
so yeah, so the crazy thing is I do these this is the third season. I do it every
Mhm,
year, same time. I only do 5 episodes. This was a friend edition,
mhm.
but I do have some friends who own businesses. So we
Right.
are still talking about business and stuff. Tiffany's
Mhm.
up next.
Oh,
And I'm
good.
and
Yay.
Jared is coming up next. So like me and
Mhm.
Jared, we always talk business. That is my business bestie.
Right.
I'm gonna have to really simmer it down because me and Jerry be on the phone for 3 hours just talking about ideas. So we can't do that. But yeah, so it's definitely going to do that. And I definitely love you, friend.
Oh, I
I'm
love you.
thankful that you did it. And
Finally
so
got
y'all, thank y'all for kicking it with us. This season is about women
yes.
who are evolving, healing, and we still hustling. If
Period.
you are ready to get your business life in order, make sure you join me for my Kickstart Your Business class. It's been rolling down the bottom. It is December the 28th through the 30th. Make sure you click the link in the bio to grab your seat. Until next time, keep it top tier.
Yes. Love
Bye.
you guys. Thank you, friend. Bye. Love
Bye.
you.